lateral thinking. So this morning, as I was planning the session, I did an experiment. I went to my kids, Dhyan and Nisha, and I gave them this little puzzle. 2 plus 2 is equal to fish, 3 plus 3 is equal to 8, 7 plus 7 is equal to triangle. But here's what the answer is, and Nisha got it like within 15 seconds. Basically, you put 1, 2 and you put another 2, invert them against each other and they become like a fish, and then you turn it. You take a 3 and you take a 3 and you flip it and you put them together, it becomes an 8. And you take the 7 and you flip the other mirror image of the other 7, put them together, it becomes a triangle. Kids just get these things. They are not limited by rules in their head. They are not limited by aisa hi hota hai, this is how things are done. Their mind is free to think freely. Look at that expression of happiness on her face. When she saw it, she felt like the queen, and she is. As we grow up, we get more and more rules and do's and don'ts and standard operating procedures of how things need to happen in our head. And that's what limits our creativity. Lateral thinking is a process that can help us to break out of these mental models and rules that we have created when we want to, as per our choice. Here's another really classic lateral thinking experiment. There's a table, and on that table there are 3 things. There's a little box with pins. You know the kind of pins that you use to put up a notice on a soft board. So a box of pins, there's a candle, and there's some matches. Okay, box of matches. Now, you need to put up this candle on the wall against the table. The candle needs to be installed in some way on the wall against the table in such a way that the wax doesn't drip down and fall on the table. How would you do it? Now this one I'm going to leave you to think about it. But it's very, very interesting. Think about it and share it with us on the group. When we speak about innovation, the names that come to our mind are companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft. But here is a chart a friend of mine found that is made by a consulting company called Boston Consulting Group, BCG, that maps out how innovative various companies across the world are. Every year they make a leaderboard of the most innovative companies. And look at their leaderboard from 2005 to 2017. It's color-coded. There's a list of companies on the right-hand side, and you see these companies mapped out in a graph on the left-hand side. I will share this link on the Facebook group. It is something worth going and looking at. The important thing which I want us to see is if you look at these 2 companies, Apple and Google, you see that for the last 12-13 years, they rank right up there when it comes to being innovative. All the other companies that you can see as different lines with different colors, they've been up and down and up and down. Even a company like Uber or IBM or Facebook, they've gone up and down. But these 2 companies have consistently been right up there when it comes to innovation. In today's times of changing economy, changing technology, this ability to think creatively and innovate, whether we are a student, whether we are a business person, whether we work in a company, whether we work for the government, is really one of the most important skills that we can build. Now today's topic, lateral thinking, is a concept coined by this gentleman called Dr. Edward de Bono. And Dr. de Bono coined this whole concept called brain training. I was fortunate enough to get exposed to his book when I was, I think, in my 8th or 9th standard. You know, my parents used to have this thing that every month we will take you to a bookshop and you can buy any book that you want. And I think it's those monthly books that have really helped to spark so many lights in my brain. And this is one of those things, you know, Dr. Edward de Bono's lateral thinking. And everyone should have heard and read about Dr. de Bono and his concept of lateral thinking. So, when it comes to being innovative, we easily think of companies like Apple, Google, Uber, Airbnb. And we feel that these are billion-dollar companies. What about us? But innovation and creativity is for every one of us. There's someone who we found yesterday, Neil Agarwal, who is doing such innovative work with the way he creates very simple games online. And we're going to share that link with you. I encourage all of us to go and have a look at it. If you've not heard of KhanAcademy.com, that's something that all of us should go and have a look at. One man started an educational movement which millions of students around the world today who don't have access to schools or even who go to schools are able to go and get education online at Khan Academy. Right here in Pune, there's a construction company who even in difficult times, they have a concept called Athashri, which is a building complex, but they provide special services for senior citizens. Like someone can call a cook for a day. Like they have a game area down where senior citizens can go down and play games with each other. And there's a waiting list to buy an apartment at Athashri. And like Explorathon, I believe that this is our attempt at innovating and thinking creatively with what we can do with our time, our team, our knowledge, our content to really serve and contribute. So I think innovation is for everyone. All of us can be innovative. Let's not at all have this thought that, I'm not a creative person. The beauty of lateral thinking is that it makes it, Dr. Edward de Bono says that creative thinking, lateral thinking is a skill that any one of us can learn. Now here is a very beautiful chart that explains the difference between traditional logic and lateral thinking. Given a puzzle like this, any of us would go through and try and come out from A to B through the puzzle, which is right, nothing wrong. We are following the rules of the game. But lateral thinking is how my 6-year-old daughter would think. She would go straight from A to B. She would say, Papa, why do I have to go through all this? Yeah, some may say that it's breaking the rules, but that's true. Sometimes we choose to break the rules. That's the whole point of lateral thinking, to be able to think beyond the rules. And that's how we come out with new ways of thinking. So I really love this chart of lateral thinking. Now here's a glass of water, right? It's a container that holds water. Let's say the objective is to hold water. Now, if I were to do a little innovation and creativity with it, I would say, let's add a handle and it becomes a cup. And if I were to go even deeper, I may make a lota out of it, or I may put a dhakkan and I make a bottle out of it. Now, this is also innovation and creativity, but this is what we call as vertical thinking. This is traditional innovation. You're going deeper, you're taking the same concept and adding some features to it. You're absolutely right. There are a few ideas that I thought of. A sponge. That's also another container for water. Hook it up and then you can carry it in a sponge. Here's another thought. A pipe. Why do I have to drink a glass? I could be holding it in a pipe. Right? Or I could have that powder, that soaks up water and then when you squeeze it, it again releases all the water. And here is a Tetra Pak. Remember Fruity? One of the first companies to introduce mango juice in a Tetra Pak. And this was by a Swedish company called Tetra Pak. They innovated this way of packaging a drink. And it's a huge business for them, right? This is lateral thinking, thinking in a different direction. Let's say if there's a goal, there's a vision, there's a dream that I have that I want to get up to, and I'm making efforts towards that dream. But I'm getting stuck. Normally what I would do is put more efforts in the same direction, obviously, right? Because that's where I want to head. But what if I were to tell you, no, I want you to turn and put efforts like this, change direction. Natural response is that doesn't make sense because that's where I want to go. This is not the direction I want to go. But then what if I were to show you this? The only way to get over this obstacle is to actually get around it. And that is lateral thinking. So Dr. Edward de Bono introduced this beautiful word called PO, which I'd like all of us to experiment with, not just for today, but for the rest of the Explorathon. He says, don't say no, say PO. And I love it. It's so cute because O is for possibility. It's for supposing. It's for saying that, you know what, suppose this could happen. It's a hypothesis that maybe if this were to be possible, how would we think? It's for potential. And it's for poetry. It's for imagination. Right? So he says, don't say no or yes. No is a skeptic answer. Yes is, yeah, I believe it. This is the way it's always done. Say po for possibility.